Sorry, darling, I forgot my key.
Just a minute.
Right.
Why are you home for lunch, Bernard?
Well, it's games today, and I made my tracks. Hello, darling.
Hello.
You really must try and buy the right size of tights next time. Are they coming off or going on?
They're coming off. I don't like the colour.
Oh, I
Bernard,
see. Yeah?
did you resign today?
You know, sitting there like that, darling...
You didn't, did you? 3 weeks ago you said you'd do it.
No, it was only 2.5.
Well, it was your idea, Bernard. You were the one who said Fenn Street would never be the same without 5C.
Yes. Well, I did try to resign today, darling, but it's very difficult, you know. The words didn't seem to come out.
Well, you'll have to be forced.
Forced? Who by?
Me?
Oh, I see. Touch of the Lysistrators, eh?
Who?
Lysistrata, darling. Actually, she was first of the women's lib in Greece. Yes, all the women got their own way by denying their husbands certain...
Did it work?
Yes, it did work, actually.
What a good idea.
Not bad, was it?
Well, if you hear clanking, it's me turning the lock on my chastity belt.
It was only a play, of course, darling.
Clank, clank.
Now, listen to me, Penny. I'm a man.
You're a mouse, Bernard. How the hell are you ever going to take your sociology course if you won't leave Fenn Street?
Yes, well, don't get me wrong, darling. I do regard London University as a challenge.
Then hand in your resignation. Otherwise, I shall have to get rather serious about this
This is Starter.
Yeah.
Darling, this is blackmail.
Pink mail. So you will resign, won't you, Bernard?
Right, yes, I'll go and see Cromwell this afternoon, yes.
Promise?
Well, I do promise. I most certainly do promise, yes.
Otherwise, I shall have to run you a cold shower tonight.
One foot in front of the other, sir. That's the way, sir.
Norman, I feel like Tinkerbell. My little light is fading.
So you've got enough on your plate to start worrying about the electricity board, sir?
Headmaster, you're absolutely ashen. Are you ill? No, Smithy. Stricken.
Well, what happened? Did the Rotary Club cast someone else as the Mikado this year?
No. It's not that. I'm Nanky Poo.
And I'd be Nanky Poo too, sir, if the chairman and the governors had given me a rollicking along.
I wasn't asleep when he came, was I?
Look, I can't hang about here. I've got too much work to do.
He's gone.
Right. It was like a nightmare. He crept in the early hours of the morning and was waiting for me when I arrived.
Oh, you must have Jerry blood in him, you know, to pull a stunt like that, sir.
Doris, I cried. Doris!
Yes?
Oh, where were you in my hour of need?
Which hour of need would that be?
A surprise raid by the chairman of the governors. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was horrible. Cromwell, he said, answer me. When was your last fire drill? When is your next personal hygiene inspection? Where are your record cards? Answer me! Speak up, Cromwell, speak! Ooh! It was like being subjected to the bastinado.
Sir, I've never heard you swear before, sir. If you say so, sir, he is.
Well, why should I be expected to know all these things?
Because you're the headmaster.
And perhaps the sacrificial lamb. The governor's last words to me were, don't bother to break in a new cushion for your chair, Cromwell.
Look, sir, you've been betrayed enough for one day, sir. Now, come along to your study, have a nice lay down, sir, and I'll get you a nice glass of Armadillo sherry, sir. Come along.
So they finally found him out, eh?
If only I'd been here this morning.
Oh, come, monsieur. You've been the flying buttress to his house of straw quite long enough.
Aye, now the big bad wolf is going to blow it down.
This is ridiculous.
Eh?
Do you realise the best centre forward in this school is a girl?
I don't see why. I don't see why. Doris is the best fast bowler we've got.
Doris, is the headmaster free? There's something I'd like to talk to him about, which is rather important.
Oh, dear. Couldn't I deal with it?
More efficiently, perhaps, but I wouldn't like to hurt his feelings.
I don't think pricking the finger of a man on the rack would be very noticeable.
Not tell me he's had another death in his rubber plant family.
Oh, don't be excessive, man. He's just been threatened with a bullet by the governor, that's all.
Oh, hell.
Nevertheless, Bernard, if you must see him...
Well, no, I don't have to see him. I mean, a promise is a promise, but any promise given without prior knowledge of something coming up in the future is automatically negated when that thing bears a direct relationship to the promise promised. I mean, you'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Oh, it sticks out like a sore thumb, it's all.
You're doing your mental knitting again. What do you mean?
Well, I'll just say this to you, Miss Ewell. When you marry your Mr. Sibley, remember this.
Yes?
Sex isn't everything. I'm going to have a cold shower now.
It's a very average sort of day so far, isn't it?
Hello, darling, I'm home.
Birds that fly. I got love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy. Tell me he's tell me I'm crazy. Well, maybe I man of mine.
Lady's leg.
Right.
Lady's shoulder.
Good, yes.
You Tarzan, me Jane. I've got to go to work. I'm sorry, darling, they're short on night staff at the airport.
But darling, that means I won't see you until tomorrow night.
I know. I'm going to have to dash off again.
Hell.
In about 3 hours' time.
Right.
Wasn't as bad as all that, was it, darling?
What's that, sweetheart?
Resigning.
Yes, well, there is something I'd rather like to talk to you about that, sweetheart.
Oh, Bernard!
It's very difficult. You really can't kick a man when he's down.
You lie on that floor and try me.
No, I mean Cromwell. He's not a very strong man, you see,
Oh,
sweetheart.
who's talking?
Now listen to me, Penny. You're always telling me that I'm Victorian. Well, I am, and I demand that you stop this Lysistrata business at once. That is an order, Penny. Cut my nose then, darling. Now listen to me, I'm head of the family, sweetheart, and I will resign in my own good time.
Yes, the day after you retire.
In the meantime, I demand my
Conjugal.
conjugal rights, thank you.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Let's get in the bedroom, woman. Move!
All right, Bernard, all right.
Yes. Just get in the bedroom, that's all I'm saying.
I'm going. You're the governor.
Yes, I am the governor. I'm not... I certainly am the governor. Right. Yes, that's it. I'll go and see the governor. Get Cromwell off the hook, and then I can resign.
Bernard?
You see, as chairman of the school governors, I sometimes have to take some pretty hard decisions, even if it means hurting people, as it did Cromwell today. But I know what I want, and I have a habit of getting it.
You've got long socks on.
Quite. You see, Rita,
You haven't got varicose veins under them socks, have you?
Certainly not.
Oh, my mum has. Like a map of the underground, her legs.
Look, why don't you have a drink, Poppet?
Oh, yeah, brown.
A brown what?
Brown, please.
A brown please what?
Brown, please, ale.
Brown ale isn't exactly the sort of drink for a little mademoiselle like you.
Oh, you didn't have to talk funny.
Look, why don't you come up here, sit on the old lap piece and share my brandy?
Yeah, okay. I'll give you some funny on spirits.
There's a good girl.
Oh, look.
What?
You know, I've got a lot of hairs up your nose. She won't get funny on spirits.
Don't let's talk about her.
What shall we talk about then?
Well, can't you think of something?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Shall I take my clothes off?
You thought of something.
No! Evening.
Hello.
My name is Bernard Hedges, and
It's some
I
man.
wondered whether...
Yes. Come in, come in. Why, it's Mr. Hedges, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
hello, sir.
Evening.
I don't think we've had the pleasure.
Quite. This is my niece, Rita.
Right. How do you do?
Very well, thank you. He hasn't.
Hasn't what?
Got hairs up his nose.
Sorry, I don't quite follow that.
Oh, well, you see, we was in the chair together.
Rita is very interested in people, you see.
Oh, I see.
She's a student.
Really? What are you reading?
Carpetbaggers.
Do sit down, Hedges.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Well, Hedges, what did you want to see me about?
He's not such a bad chap, sir.
Who isn't?
The headmaster, sir. I wonder whether you felt you may have been just a little hasty this morning.
Now, see here, young man. I admire your loyalty, but this is the matter between Cromwell and myself.
Excuse me, Uncle.
Yes, my dear.
Where's the bedroom?
Just through there.
I wonder whether you felt that you'd caught him in an inopportune moment.
I don't quite follow.
Well, take Jackie Pallow, sir. Now, I was walking down the street the other day, and I happened to see him. Now, if I'd jumped on him from the back, I may well have got him in a folding body press. Because it was an inopportune moment, if you see what I mean, sir.
My mum used to wrestle in mud.
That's your sister, was it, sir?
Yes. Nothing wrong in that, you know. Very good for the pores, Mud. Right. Now, look here, Hedges. A head who doesn't even know when his next fire drill is due.
Ah, well, of course, there is a reason for that.
What?
The reason. My fault, sir. I forgot to tell him.
Well, supposing I accept that, he still had no idea where his record cards were.
In my flat.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, in my flat. I didn't like to bring them back, sir.
Why not?
Custard all over them, sir. Gravy, bets written on the back, that sort of thing.
You're being pretty barefaced about this, Hedges.
Excuse me, Uncle.
Barefaced, yes. Yes, you see, there's more to her than meets him, than meets the eye. Cromwell, the headmaster. He didn't want a rat on me, you see.
But what about personal hygiene?
Well, I resent that one.
At the school. Surely that's the headmaster's province?
No, sir. No, sir. Mine.
Uncle.
Uncle?
Yes?
No.
Oh. Yes, my dear.
Shall I put the electric blanket on now?
If you like. Hedges, I find this rather puzzling. You've always struck me as a very level-headed young man.
Yes, well, things have changed since we last met, sir.
I say.
Yes?
That's my brandy.
Sorry. Well, there you are, you see. I drink a lot more now.
This puts a very different complexion on things.
Oh, well, that's marvellous. I knew you'd reconsider the headmaster's position when you'd heard all the facts.
I most certainly will.
Well, I won't waste any more of your time.
Just a minute, Hedges. You have painted a picture of a teacher that I certainly do not want in my school. I shall have no alternative but to recommend your dismissal to the board.
Well, that's not really fair, is it? Oh. Right. Yes, that's marvellous, you see, sir. You've done it for me, so I don't have to do it for myself. Yes, and also it solves the conjugal rights position. Lysistratus, all right, on the stage, but she doesn't work in the home. Well, I'll say good night to you, sir. And thank you very much again. Good night. Wonderful innocence at that age, isn't it, sir?
Are you sure this is necessary, Norman?
Well, look, sir, we agreed, sir, didn't we, sir? Full ceremonial, sir. When a young subaltern, sir, is honourably discharged from the army, sir, you don't see him off in a sports shirt and a pair of sandals, do you, sir?
Do I look nice, Norman?
Nice, sir. You look lovely, sir.
Oh, that'll be it. Go in. Sir!
Glass of sherry, my boy.
Oh, well, thank you very much indeed.
And now, I would like to propose a toast.
Yes, indeed.
Propose a toast to one of the finest young men it has ever been my privilege to meet. One who has sacrificed his own career for that of his headmaster.
Will you fool?
Sorry. Yes, well, it was nothing really, sir.
Nothing? Is it nothing to stand on the deck of a carrier with nothing but a short Lee Enfield and shoot down a Japanese Kaminika pilot?
Kazi, Norman. Kazi. Yes, well, I'd rather you hold yourself in for a moment, sir.
Hedges, don't think I haven't searched my heart. Morris, I asked myself, were those errors which the governors discovered really Hedges' fault? Can I, in all conscience, allow him to take the blame? And swiftly the answer came winging back to me, yes, I can. Because it was his fault.
You're not wrong, Desmond. You're not wrong.
Hello, darling. Hello. How was work last night?
All right.
There you go. What are you doing, darling?
I'm making an overture to the dominant male.
Well, I'm not all that dominant.
Oh, you are. If you make up your mind not to tell me where you rushed off to last night, nothing would make you.
Nothing.
I'll cry if you don't tell me.
All right. Well, I went to see the chairman of the governors.
About handing in your resignation? And are you leaving?
Yes, I am
Bernard,
leaving.
you're my hero.
Right.
Brilliant. You bypass the embarrassing interview with the headmaster by going straight to the top. You simply tell the chairman of the governors that you resign.
Yes, that is what I did, virtually. Yes.
What happened?
Well, I went round to see him. He invited me in, and I met the family. And he gave me a drink, had some brandy, and got round to it gradually. But in the end, we shook hands on it and parted friends.
Oh, Bernard, you're marvellous. I knew you could do it. Were you tampering with my zip then, darling?
No, I wasn't, honestly.
Why not?
Bernard, I wondered if we might have a word with you.
Yes, which word would you like to have?
You, darling, ask them in.
Oh, I was asking them in. Yes, I was just saying. Come in.
Hello, Pet.
Hello, Miss Johan. Nice to see you all. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
My dear wife Madge sends you her love and a jar of homemade preserves. But I'm afraid I left the letter on the hall stand.
That was 7 years ago. How are you, love?
I'm still waiting for the divorce.
Hey?
Bernard, we've been talking and we feel we just have to say something apropos of your leaving Fair Street.
Right. Right. My word. Isn't it warm today? I like that tie, Smithy. Yes, I didn't make this table, you know. You haven't seen that before. We bought it at a lot of kids off school today. I don't know whether you noticed. That's probably the weather. Cold. Have you read this book? I have it. Awfully good. Awfully good.
Nervous, darling. You're amongst friends.
Right.
Ravensbourne Cricket Club.
Pardon?
Quite. Now, Bernard, as I was saying...
Drinks, darling. Drinks, I think, all round.
Right. Excuse me.
It was very noble of you to go to the governor and...
Miss Yule, sorry to be such a bore, Miss Yule, but could you possibly keep your voice down? Little kids asleep next door.
Or live on the windowsill, do they?
As I was saying, owning up to the headmaster's crimes and getting the sack.
I can't hear what you're saying, Miss Yule.
I said, getting the sack to save the headmaster is misplaced loyalty. Penny, you must have been very proud of Bernard when he told you what he'd done.
Oh, proud, Miss Yule, is not the word.
Yes, look, help yourself to a drink. I won't be a second. Oh, good evening, sir.
Oh, Mr. Hedges, I wonder if you could spare me a few moments.
Yes, indeed. Please come in.
Thank you. Oh, good evening, everybody.
How's the niece?
Who?
Rita.
Oh, yes, very well, thank you, yes. Well, Hedges, I'll come straight to the point. I've been under considerable strain lately owing to certain family pressures.
So have I.
And I'm afraid it's impaired my judgment. Or what I'd really like to say is that, provided you keep a watchful eye on your consumption of alcohol, I see no reason why we shouldn't forget all about your dismissal. I'd like you to carry on at Fenn Street.
Well, that's very kind of you, sir, but there is something I'd like to say.
Oh, please, please.
I'd like to resign.
Bernard!
Well, goodbye, Miss Blakeley. Good luck with the netball this year. And Peter, you too, with your season. Goodbye, Penny. Oh, no. Right.
It's all right, I'll be taking him home in a minute.
Someone please open the door. Hedges, your colleagues clubbed together and asked me to purchase a really memorable present.
Oh, bloody hell.
Please accept it with our best wishes. And when you're dusting the leaves with Derris powder, think of us.
Right. Well, goodbye, sir, and thank you for all your... In the last year, I've learned a great deal of... Right.
It is but au revoir, Hedges. We surely will meet in the summer land.
Right, sir. Smithy.
Goodbye, my dear fellow. There's always a bed for you and your charming wife at Gun Cycling. You know that.
Thanks very much. We'd love to come, of course.
And soon.
Yes, you'll have to. I've forgotten that jar of preserves again.
You're expecting me to say something warm and moving to you, aren't you?
That on top of the rubber plant would be more than I could take, Frank.
Well, I will say this.
Yes?
Gwelawch chi miwna plwfyn, wythnos nesa.
Thank you very much. What does that mean?
I'll see you over the feathers next week for a drink.
Leaving the old battle axe until last.
Doris, if I end up being as half as good a teacher as you've been, I'll be very lucky. Give us a kiss. Right, well, that's it then, I suppose, really.
Wind as and when, if you please, Bun. I've written a little leaving obituary for Byrne, and it rhymes. It's called
Burn.
Correct, sir. Yeah. We'll meet again, Byrne. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day, son. And your wife. The end. Thank you very much.